Hi, I'm Amanda Olson, and I'm a doctor of physical therapy and certified pelvic floor rehabilitation specialist. And thank you for purchasing the Intimate Rose Kegel exercise system. It'll be to your home shortly in a few days, and it will come in discreet packaging. When you get your set, I'm going to show you exactly what you want to do. So you'll want to take off the first layer of packaging, and then you will find this nice white box. The weights are arranged color coordinated from lightest to heaviest. So white is the lightest weight, and as the color pink and purple gets darker, the weight gets heavier, whereas purple is the heaviest, white is the lightest. You are going to want to start with the white weight. And so the first thing you'll do is determine what weight will be your exercising weight to begin with. Always starting with the white weight, you're going to insert it into the vagina just like you would a tampon. And then you can put on your clothes and get up and move around. Take a shower if you want, or do some dishes, but light household movements. If you find that you put the white weight in and it is too heavy, don't be disheartened. It's just your body indicating where it is at that time. And the pelvic floor muscles are muscles just like everywhere else in the body. So they have the ability to get stronger with time and with resistance, which is the reason behind using the vaginal weight. So if you find that you put the white weight in and you stand up and it falls out and it's too heavy, then what you want to do is sit down. So put it in again, just like a tampon, and sit down. Sit on a surface that's supportive. And what that does is just reinforces the pelvic floor muscles. And you'll then hold that in that seated position for about 10 to 15 minutes. You can even try practicing doing some Kegels with it in the seated position. And a Kegel is just a pelvic floor muscle contraction. The way that you do that is to imagine that you are shutting off the flow of urine. So you're just contracting the muscles. They rise up and into the body like an elevator. Another thing that I use in the clinic to describe this to patients is to imagine that the urethra, where urine comes out, is a telescope, and you're going to pull that up and into your body. So in the seated position, you can do about 10 Kegels. So pull it up, hold it for a few seconds, and then relax and let it down. While you're working on building up your strength. And that may take a few days, it may take a few weeks in order to get to the point where you're able to put the white weight in and stand up and move around. If, on the other hand, you put it in, stand up, move around 10-15 minutes, and it's very easy, not challenging at all, don't notice any challenge happening with the movements, the weight's not slipping, then on the next day, you'll move up to the next color. So then you would try the next color of pink, and you would repeat that process until you find yourself working with a weight that's difficult to maintain for 10 to 15 minutes. So perhaps you move to the next color of pink, and that one you do for 10 to 15 minutes, no problem. And then say you come to the mid-level pink, and right around the 6 or 7 minute mark, it's starting to slip out. That's your muscles' way of saying, I'm tired, I give up, this is too much of a challenge. That will be the one that you want to stick with. And you're working on progressing up to that 10 or 15 minute mark of doing light household activities. I always recommend doing a shower. It's nice and easy to put the weight in first thing in the morning, taking the shower. And if you consider all the different body movements that you do while you're showering, there's a lot of opportunity to challenge the pelvic floor there. Another option that you can do to challenge the pelvic floor muscles is alternate using it in the morning during a shower, and then on the next day, put the vaginal weight in and do a set of those Kegels standing up, and that is going to help build power. And we need power and strength in the pelvic floor for hard forces like coughing, sneezing, laughing, jumping on the trampoline with the kids, those kinds of forces, versus the endurance component of using the weight when you are showering, which we need to support the bladder throughout the day when we're carrying heavy groceries to and from the grocery store, and you have a full bladder and the nearest restroom is still 5-10 minutes away and you're on the highway. We need our muscles to be able to support us in that instance as well. So both techniques are important and have their merit. And so you'll repeat this process moving along, moving up towards the end goal being the dark purple weight. Some people find that when they reach this this dark purple weight that is not the final weight, and they reached all their goals. They're not leaking urine anymore, or pelvic organ prolapse has reduced. They're not noticing that pressure in their pelvis anymore. If you've reached your goals and you're not yet at the top color, that is perfectly fine and also normal. And what you want to do is maintain it. Consistency is key. So I liken it to when you have issues like bladder leakage or pelvic organ prolapse, you need to continue to maintain your pelvic organ strength, just like you would brush your teeth or wash your hair, as part of a maintenance program. So you want to stay the course for as long as you can, really, years. And the nice thing is that you're able to do this while multitasking. So consistency is key. One thing that people find is if you say have a busy few weeks or you go on vacation and you haven't used your weights for a while and you come back, don't be disheartened to find that the weight that you were on is suddenly quite challenging. The pelvic floor muscles are muscles just like everywhere else. And if you were in a gym program and you went away for several weeks or a month and came back, that gym program, that level that you were at, would feel very challenging to you when you returned after being away. So don't be disheartened. Figure out where you are again and continue the process of moving forward. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to contact us at support@intimaterose.com. You can also visit www.intimaterose.com/how and find other exercises and ideas, but please don't hesitate to contact us with any questions. Thank you for purchasing Intimate Rose, and we will see you soon.